Hi everyone, my name is Andy Fan and I'm from Victoria Shanghai Academy. My teacher is Mr. Dalton Flanagan, and today we are going to take a look at a version of Minesweeper that I created on my own. The main coding feature for this app is 2D array and recursion. Firstly, let's take a look at the main storyboard. You can choose the game difficulties here, and you can click here to check on the introductions. Well, for the easy mode, we have only 5 mines, and in the hard mode, we have 8 mines. And this is the only difference between the two levels. In the game interface, you can see a game board made out of 25 mines. 25 buttons and some other small features, including the introductory page in this question mark button here. And now let's take a look at the code. Firstly, I connected all the buttons to the view controller file, and then I created two 2D arrays like this. The first one is an array of buttons, and the second one is an array of integers, and they are all set to 0. And after that, I created my first function using the integer array to implant the mines into the game board, but it does not affect the button array. And because the integer array was all set to 0 at first, so in order to distinguish the bombs with other ordinary spots, I set the bomb coordinates into -1. So the integer to the array would become 0, filled with 0 and -1s. And after that, we have the second function. I created this using the feature of recursion. And many people would find that recursion very hard to understand at first, but I think it would be easy to follow if you convert it into a graphic form. Well, recursion is a function that calls itself, and in my app, it is used to show all the blank spots around the blank spots. Which means spots that do not contain mines. And in order to explain this clearly, let's run the code and see how it works. Let's click on easy mode. And after clicking the first tab, we have a blank spot here. And this recursion function here would check on all the buttons around my blank spot to check that if there are other spots, which is also a blank spot. And here it is. There's one blank spot. And after detecting this blank spot, the function will continue to recurse, which means that it will continue to go through the buttons around this button in order to check that if there is a blank spot, and it again finds a blank spot here. So it will again go through all the buttons around it, and now there is no button that contains a blank spot. So the programs will stop by itself. And after the recursion function, this is a very long function. And so after the recursion function, I have the 25 buttons connected, and the code in each section is basically the same. And when the user clicks one spot, we can only know the coordinates of the button array. But in order to know if it is a mine, we need to check on the integer array, which contains the 0 and -1s. And if it is a mine, we need to run through the whole button array and display all the mines to show that the game is over. Well, but if it is not a mine, we still need to go over the button array to check that if the user wins the game. And after the 25 buttons, we have a you have a restart action, a restart button, and this restart button will only appears after a game is over. Like if it is a game over or the user wins the game, the restart button will show up, and it will restore all the variables, and also run the viewDeload function to reload the view. And finally, I will run this app and play a test run game. Let's choose an easy mode. And the first step will always be a blank spot, so that there is no possibility that you would just hit on the mine and game over. And I think we need to bet on this one. Oh, it's a mine. It's a game over. Oh, let's try that again. This one is. Lucky. Yeah, and that's the two. Like the two pages after the label will show up, like to show that congratulations or is a mine, is game over, and the restart button will show up here.